Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yo, Daily Dose, man. Another one. 13, baby. 13 in a row. Unbelievable, man. What an amazing streak these guys are on, and I love that he struck out Starling Marte to end the game. Lucas Licky, fantastic. Let's give it another couple of minutes, let everybody get on here. But, Daily Dose, man, our boys are on fire. Our boys are on fire, man. Like, they're just unwilling to lose, man. I love it. And at the worst, I had said a couple of days ago that I was hoping that they would, at the worst, tie the series. But obviously win the series. But, I mean, they've tied it at the very least. There's 2 more games left, and I think they're going to win the series. So, if they win tomorrow, I think they'll sweep. If they don't, at the very least, I still think they're going to win the series. So, but a good Yankees win, man. A really, really good Yankees win. So let's recap it. It was Garrett Cole versus Sean Manaea, and Sean Manaea is one of their young, dynamic, young left-handed starters and high draft pick. He went 4.4 in the third, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. He got hit pretty good today. 5 strikeouts, gave up 3 home runs. And the Yankees, they've been on a home run barrage lately. So, and Cole, our boy, our ace, went 6 hits, no runs, 6 shutout, man. 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, and he hit 200 strikeouts. He actually broke the Yankees record today for getting his 200 strikeout in the least amount of games. He did it in his 24th game, breaking David Cohn's record, who did it in 25. So congratulations to Garrett Cole. Now the feet, man, he's on fire, man. He's really, really good. And now he's 13-6, lowered his ERA rates, I think, to the low 2.8s now. So, putting himself in position to compete for that Cy Young Award this year, which I hope he wins. After Cole, Joely came in. He struggled a little bit, got hit. He went a third of it and gave up 2 hits, a run, a walk. He just didn't have it. But Chad Green came in and cleaned that up for him and did threw another clean inning as well in the 8th. And the no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He looked pretty good. And him and Johnny Loizaga are kind of back to their normal selves, which is fantastic. So I'm really, really happy for that. And guys, hit that like button if you don't mind. I want to try and get the likes up as much as I can, man. I appreciate it. Offensively, Stanton and Boyd put them on the board with 2 solo home runs in the 4th, make it 2-0. And then Judge complimented that with a 3-run bomb. Thank you, guys. In the 5th to make it 5-0. And then Matt Olson came through with a 2-run single to make it 5-2, try to get them back in a game. But then Kyle Higashioka came back, and Olson did that in the 7th. Higgy came back in the 9th and hit a 2-run bomb to put him up 7-2, opposite field shot. I love it. Well, every time Garrett Cole pitches, man, Higgy has a good day at the plate, man. So it's a good pairing, man, a really good pairing. DJ went 2 for 4. His bat's slowly coming around. We need Rizzo and Gallo to kind of pick up the pace a little bit with their bats. They're a little bit slow with the bats, but I'm confident they'll get it up. Andy Velasquez, 2 for 4 again. He's just a good pesky hitter, man. I think it was 2 doubles as well. And then Judge put together another RBI single, ending 9th inning to make it 8-2. And then that's how the game ended, 8-2. Lucas came in the 9th and threw a clean inning and struck out Starling Marte, one of their top acquisition at the trade deadline, struck him out to end the game. So that's how the game went. I do have a couple of congratulations. Not only want to congratulate Garrett Cole for getting his 200 strikeout today and breaking the Yankees franchise record for doing it in 24 games, but I also want to congratulate Aroldis Chapman. Even though he's had a frustrating season, he notched his 300th save last night, 300th career save. And another insignificant fact of the day, the Yankees are now 15-1 when Rizzo is playing. 15-1. Another little fact of the day there. So, but the bottom line is the Yankees are on fire, man. They are on fire, and they're having very decisive wins, and the Yankees they're doing it all across the board: hits, clutch hitting, home runs, and this is the type of ingredients that we like from the Yankees. Not only relying on a home run and then forgetting everything else, like they're doing it quite a bit, and they're turning more double plays than they're hitting into, which is another great thing as well. So happy to see them playing so well. And he was dealing. I think he probably just wanted to preserve him in case he needed him again, for the rest of the series. He didn't want to up his pitch count weight a little too much for Chad Green, but I get it. And the offense is clicking, Justin. It's clicking, bro. It really is. And a fantastic win for the Yankees. Lucky number 13, man. This is great, man. It really is great. And And they needed this, man, to put themselves back into contention. They really, really did. And this, I mean, again, this is a team that can have another 13-game winning streak at some point. But I'm glad they did it right now. The timing is good, and ever since these guys came here at the deadline, it's kind of revitalized the team. So, in so many ways, I mean, Gallo's good off. He's a good defensive player out there. He's got a really, really good arm, and Rizzo's making great defensive plays at first base and helping Velasquez and helping just defensively across the board. So, it's crazy. They're having fun, and you can see it. They're enjoying playing with each other, and that's the type of Yankees team that wasn't there the first half of the season, but they're here now. So, and thank goodness. Wolfgang, Judge is definitely becoming a more complete hitter, and he's been in the clutch lately. Him and Judge have hit quite a bit in the clutch, so got to give him that. Got to give them both that credit. So, but take that offense any way we can get it, man. Any way we can get that offense, we'll take it, man. So 13 in a row. Judge for MVP. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but I think Shohei Ohtani probably has the MVP locked up right now. Even though he's on a crummy team, he's having a magical season, man. It really is. And it's too bad the Angels stink. I mean, it's too bad. And I still don't understand how Mike Trout has missed like 100 games for a calf strain. I've never seen that before. I'm wondering if it's a calf tear and not a calf strain, which would be a different story. But 100 games for a calf strain? I don't know, man. It's a little iffy for me. Cole is leading the AL. Him and Zach Wheeler are the only two pitchers right now with 200 strikeouts. And he's missed a couple starts. That's right, man. So 200, he's 200 on the nose, too. He had 9 Ks tonight, so he's 224 games. Franchise record, which is great, man. And Nestor tomorrow, I'm confident with that as well. And then we got Jordy on Sunday. So I'm feeling good. And the team's being like you just said too, Robert, the team is more consistent, kind of across the board. And Loaizaga and Chad Green are picking up their game right now. They're elevating back to where they were before. And it's good with Chapman kind of suspect and Britton out likely for the season. We need those guys to do that. We really do. But the consistency across the board, man, just little ball, clutch hitting, moving guys over. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. Justin, Ohtani's. I can't see Ohtani not winning the MVP. I'd be shocked if he didn't win the MVP. I really would. I'd be shocked. It's just a magical season for him. And I'm ready to see Nestor, Peter. I'm definitely ready to see Nestor, man. He's fun to watch. He really is. That home run, Daly. That home run, Stanton was 479 feet. That was a mammoth blast. That's home run derby type home run, man. He's been hitting some bombs. Even hit one off that center field wall yesterday and came back. I mean, if that wall wasn't there, it would have probably gone 470 feet as well. He hits the ball so hard. I saw a stat the other day where he has the hardest hit ball in 16 or 17 major league stadiums, which is insane. He personally has the hardest hit ball in more than half the stadiums in major leagues. That's freaking nuts. Absolutely nuts. He's back. He's hot right now. And you got to ride that. You got to ride it when he's hot. Just like Judge, you got to ride that when he's hot. And all these guys. So they're savages right now, baby. Savages, man. I love it. He is in his Miami form, man. He really is. And I can see him and Judge, getting close to 40 home runs each. I could. If they keep on this tear, I can definitely see it. And it'd be kind of cool to have two guys at 40. We haven't had that in a while. Really haven't. We thought when Stanton came over here that him and Judge would be kind of regular 40-40 guys, but it hasn't happened yet. So Stanton got to 38 his first year here, but I think at some point they'll get to 40 home runs each. Yeah, from 41 to 76 and 52. That means they're 35 and 11, man. 35 and 11 in the last 46 games. That's how you make a run, man. That's how you do it, Rob. Really, really is. That's great numbers, man. And it's reminiscent of those 98 to 99, 2000 Yankee teams. They're kind of on. It kind of feels. It feels different. It feels kind of. it feels kind of special right now, and I'm hoping they continue this momentum, and hopefully they're playing more complete baseball like they are right now. Not going back to just the home runs and boatloads of strikeouts. So, that's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. So, home run 4 straight games for Stanton. Yeah, man. I mean, he can go on. I mean, he can hit 45 to 50 at any point in time. He just has to stay healthy, man. He crushed the ball, man. And Peter, I hope Tampa's scared of us. I really do. That team is sneaky good, man. We were always going to stay like within this 4-game range unless the Yankees go on a tear and Tampa kind of tails off. But it's just they're not like anytime Tampa's off, the Yankees win, and then when the Yankees are off, Tampa wins. So it's like they're having a hard time closing this gap, which is crazy. But yeah, Miguel, I don't know when the waiver wire is, but I think we can pick up players. Yeah. I know that the non-waiver deadline is obviously the trade deadline, but I'm not exactly sure what it is right now. Not sure. And, yeah, I mean, John, me too. I was happy to not see him in there too. It's too stressful, man. It's too stressful watching him. It's really like if I had hair, I'd be pulling it out. I really would. But yeah, I mean, Daly, I agree 100%, man. Another long relief pitcher would be nice. For a September call-up. I mean, that's why I'm a proponent of Luis Hill, because he could be that a spot starter or a long reliever. He can go in there and just throw 3 innings of killer ball. And it'll also be a way of transitioning him into 2022, where he can get a bigger opportunity as potentially a starter without having to kind of wear him down this offseason. And three innings of darts from him, I'll take that in the postseason. Heck yeah, man. When we get, yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope so. Justin. I hope we can just feast on Baltimore and Tampa loses. I mean, we didn't feast on them as much as I thought we would last time, but they always play the Yankees tough. It's teams like them, like the Royals, they play, and it's like the Royals, they play the Yankees tough, man. It's just, but teams step up their game when they play the Yankees. So it's just, it makes it fun. It makes it for fun baseball. It really does. Yeah, well, exactly. The freaking Rays keep winning, George. It's ridiculous. It's like, and they don't have like the big superstar names. They have a lot of just good role players, man. Young, dynamic team. Good pitching, good everything. Clutch hitting now. They got Nelson Cruz, so they have that marquee name to add to that lineup as well. And he's just, yeah, waiver. I think the waiver deadline might be August 31st. I think. Greg Allen 3 for 4 today. Yeah, see, Allen and Hill are my two picks for the call-ups for roster expansion. But we'll see. And one on the pitching side, one on the hitting side, to just give them a little bit more diversification, give the outfielders a little bit of a break from time to time, and a break or a day off or a DH day. And I think it's a good way of keeping Judge and Stanton and Gallo healthy and recovered. So, and Pituiter, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, I hope it's a lap for 2 of the A's. I mean, but the A's, they're good. They had a 13-game streak of their own this early this season, so they can go on a tear when they need to. They have the lineup, Olsen and Chapman and Marte. They have a pretty loaded lineup. I'm just glad the Yankees are keeping that lineup at bay, at least for the first 2 games. It's really, really good to see. And these are the types of lineups that Cole needs to continue to mow through. I hope he mows through Tampa like he mowed through Houston. So that would be great to see as well. So, well, yeah, I'm doing Twitter. I mean, I'm jealous of teams. When the Yankees aren't playing well, I'm jealous of the teams that are, like Tampa and like Dodgers and stuff like that. But I'm really happy right now that the Yankees are playing the way that they're playing. I mean, a lot of us had a different feeling a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. We were kind of in the dumps. We didn't think the Yankees were going to make it. And now it's a completely different team. No. Ridings has a shot. He's on the 7th day right now. But, if he shows that he's healthy, he's got a good arm. So hopefully the 7-day IL is the only, his only setback. Hopefully it's not longer than that. So, Allen and Hill are healthy. So those are my 2 picks. But would I be surprised if they brought someone else? No. But that said, Allen deserves a shot. So does Hill. Those are my two. And they're the most obvious ones for me in terms of calling them up. So we can't catch the race, Rob. We just got to keep, we have to keep winning. We got to play like probably 700 ball, and it's just, they have to. I mean, like with 35 games, something like that, they're going to have to go 25-10 or something like that just to have a chance at beating them, or catching them at least 25-10. And I mean, they can, but, I think that's the worst that they can do to catch up to Tampa. And that's Tampa on a little bit of a slide too. So if they really, they're going to have to go 30-5 or something like that. But that's going to be a bigger feat. That's going to be, a stretch. But again, crazier things have happened a bunch of years ago. I think it was it 2007 or 2004 when the Rockies, I think it might have been 2007 when the Rockies played the Red Sox in the World Series. And the Rockies went 30-3 or something like that to finish the season. And they went on an absolute tear to get to the World Series. So it has been done. It has been done. We can catch the race. And then we can. Yeah, I agree too, man. Putting Hill on the postseason roster is a good idea. A good idea. Having another young dynamic arm is a good idea. And he's like got ice in his veins, man. He's got poise, he's got command, he's got a big arm, and he's fearless. So he's, to me, the opposite of Davy Garcia. And that's unfortunate. But I wish Garcia was pitching like Hill was, and then we had Hill. It would have been nice to have both of them like that. So, but I'm glad we got Hill throwing the way he's throwing. So, Matt Blake. Matt Blake's got a lot of hate. And in certain cases, rightfully so. But it's their pitcher's job to do their job. So, but Matt Blake's been a better pitching coach than most. So I give him credit too. And he's got the rotation just on fire, man. And he's getting a lot out of Nestor. He's getting a lot out of Taillon. So those mechanical adjustments really came in handy for Taillon. Even though he had an off game yesterday, he's still he's pitching much better this year. So, which is great. And Cole was not. He didn't have a great command today. His velocity was there. He's throwing 99, 100 most of the game. So, but 6 shutout, I'll take that. Even when he's not like his best, 6 shutout, 9 strikeouts, I'll take that any day and every day. Anytime, man. That's why he's the ace. That's why he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. Because even on an off day, somewhat of an off day, he's still dominant. That's why he's special, like these guys, like Nolan Ryans and the Randy Johnsons and the Pedros. Like even on off days, that's where they work. Justin Verlander, like Kershaw, like these guys in their prime, Scherzer. So these guys are gamers, man, absolute gamers. Schmidt's just, he can't stay healthy, Daly. Like I don't know what his deal is, man. He keeps having setbacks. Like it's ridiculous, and he's got a huge arm. Big talent. He's got crazy movement in his pitches, but he can't stay healthy, man. I really wish he could, because he reminded me of like a Kerry Wood or a Garrett Cole, but like the guy just can't stay healthy, unfortunately. No. And he was a Tommy John project too, but I don't know what the hell's going on with Clark Schmidt, man. I don't know. He was the Yankees' number 2 prospect for a bunch of years, and then he's fell off. He's fell off the face of the earth, man. So Wicked Social, what's up? What's up? Cole's off days, yeah. Isn't that nuts? In off days when he goes 6 innings, like it's just, he's that good, man. He's that good, and he's special. I just hope he stays healthy, man. Hope he stays healthy. We got 7 more, hopefully, great years out of Cole. So, and I hope he continues to pitch like this and puts himself in the Hall of Fame discussion. It'd be kind of cool if he made it and went in as a Yankee and Yankees retired. It would be really cool. And this is one of the biggest free agent signings the Yankees have ever made. So, I'm really happy he's here instead of Houston or somewhere else. So I'm really, really happy. So, I go to Yankee games, Pete. I haven't gone yet this year because of COVID, but I used to have season tickets with my mom, and we gave them up when they opened the new stadium in 2009 because there was a markup of 1,000%. It would have cost us $110,000 to keep the seats that we had, which was nuts. So we were like, we'll go to a couple games. every year. But once things are back up and to normal and like at least is a little safer to get in there around large groups, I'll be going back. So, believe me, I can't wait to get back to Yankee Stadium. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it, man. Yeah, I mean, depth. I mean, Schmidt is, I don't even know where he is on the depth chart now. He's down there, just like Andujar and Frazier. They're all down on the depth chart. There's so many guys ahead of him now. So, it's ridiculous. Schmidt's ceiling as a prospect was definitely higher than Davies. It's just, unfortunately, can't stay healthy, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I hope that he comes up here because he's still young. He's got a ridiculous arm. So hopefully he get an opportunity. So I don't know whether it's long start or long relief, whatever it is. I just hope he gets an opportunity here. I would have him to be one of these guys where the Red Sox pick him up and then he becomes a Yankee killer, or the Tampa Bay picks him up, becomes a Yankee killer. So I definitely don't want that to happen. Yeah, I trust Hill too. Man. It's just, if we make the World Series, I mean, I might have to get tickets for that, and I might have to do a live stream from there. If that happens, that would be kind of cool. So, and it would be freaking. I've been to World Series in '96, World Series in '99, World Series in 2001 against Arizona right after 9/11, and World Series in 2009 when they won. I was at Game 6 with my wife and my mom, and we sat in the bleachers when the Yankees clinched, and that was really cool. It's my first time ever sitting in the bleachers. It was when they clinched the World Series, and it was kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. Ridings, I don't know. I don't know what his injury is, but it doesn't sound serious because it's only in a 7-day. Could be like a little inflammation or tendonitis or something, but or just a muscle ache or something like that. It could be precautionary. I haven't heard anything beyond that, so and I'm hoping that that's the worst of it, because he's got a live arm, so it would be kind of cool to get him back up here. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's not serious. Wicked. It's not really not. Just like I hope when I mentioned this last night too. Kluber's going to be back on Monday. They're calling him up, and he'll be pitching against the Angels Monday night. So we'll see what we get out of Kluber too. He'll maybe get a couple starts before the postseason, and there's no guarantee he's going to make that postseason roster. It's going to be really hard for him to make the postseason rotation. So I don't know who. I wouldn't sit any of those guys for Kluber right now. So who knows? I mean, he's an interesting one too, and he missed a hell of a lot of time. So we'll see what we get out of him. Hopefully he'll finish the year strong. But I don't see the Yankees bringing him back, especially for $11 million. I can't see that happening. So yeah, Nasty Nestor versus Montas. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a lower scoring game than today, but I mean, probably like a 5-4. 5-3 game or something like that. I mean, I like to see Nestor continue on his role and just keep throwing good, 5-6 innings on the regular, and keep putting us in a position to win. Let the offense take care of the rest in the bullpen. So, yeah, he's a gem, man. What's great about it is the Yankees it's either 3 or 4 more seasons of team control for Nestor. He's going to be 27, or if he hasn't turned 27 yet. So the Yankees have him, he's got arbitration years and pre-arb and all that stuff. So he's not a free agent, I think, until 2025. So, or maybe 2026. Yankees have him locked up for a couple years, which is fantastic. So, Peter's great. Yeah, man. Thanks. He's welcome to come anytime you like, anytime he wants, just like you are. So, appreciate you mentioning it, and I hope he enjoyed it. I hope he does. I hope he comes back. 1981. Wow, Robert. Yeah, I mean, I've been to a lot of World Series. I've also was at David Wells' perfect game. David Cohen's perfect game. I was at Jim Abbott. It's no hitter. I was at the big home run with the David Justice home run against the Seattle Mariners that put the Yankees in the World Series in 2000. That huge home run off Arthur Rhodes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and just put David Justice home run. That's one of the first ones that pops up. It's off Arthur Rhodes, and it was the deciding home run to give the Yankees the lead to put them in the Subway Series against the Mets in 2000. One of the most epic home runs you'll ever see. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I've been fortunate, really, really fortunate to go to a lot of games, a lot of good ones. And seen numbers retired, all time. I've been to everything. And, I'm hoping to continue to be able to go to more. So there's nothing like Yankee Stadium, and it really isn't. I've been to a lot of baseball stadiums, nothing like Yankee Stadium. Not even close. Especially 2026, yeah, see. 4 more seasons, man, of Nestor. Gotta love that. 2026, baby. And Peter, hey, there he is. All right, guys. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourself, Peter. I really do. No, he's not that great of a guy. I heard some not so nice things about David Justice, but he had a nice home run swing. And that home run with the Yankees was absolutely epic. Epic, epic. We had seats on the loge, which is the second level over the first base area, and he hit the ball into the upper deck off Arthur Rhodes, and they nearly tore the stadium down. And one difference between the old Yankee Stadium and the new one is the old one was 10 times louder. It was so cavernous. It was so fans were nuts. And they're nuts in the new stadium too. And the new stadium's awesome, but it's not as loud as the old one. And one of the reasons I think why is if you go to this new stadium, it kind of tapers out this way. In the old stadium, the levels were right on top of each other. So, so the noise levels I think were closer. But it was when you like a key home run. Oh my God, there's nothing I've ever seen like a David Justice home run or a no hitter or David Cohn's perfect game. Like, oh my God, the place is just nuts. The place goes crazy. And I was at the last game of the old stadium. People were at the end of the game. They were cutting parts of the stadium out, taking it home with them. My mom was at a game where I think it was a George Brett home run game where he hit that home run, Pine Tar home run, and the guy sitting next to her got so upset he ripped the seat out, gave it to my mom, and mom took it home with her. And it's pretty cool, the old Yankee Stadium. So I've been to some really cool, interesting games. Caught a bunch of foul balls too. I met in the Yankees. Yeah, I met Tino Martinez, Girardi O'Neill. Martinez was low. It was just kind of really serious. Girardi was super cool. O'Neill was pretty cool. Rondell White was really, really cool. And I actually met Roger Clemens in the urinal. I stood right next to him in the urinal, and he came to I used to work in the Broadway theaters when I was in college, and he came to a show. And I was peeing right next to the guy. He was my all-time favorite pitcher. So he was a nice guy. Nice guy. And but Rondell White was by far, I think, the coolest of all the Yankees. And I'm actually a tie with Don Mattingly. He was really cool too. He came to the theater once, Don Mattingly. I'll give you a little story about Mattingly. Came to the theater once to see a show, and the bartender was a huge Yankee fan. And Mattingly bought a drink or whatever for his wife, and the bartender was like, this is on me, man. You're Don Mattingly. Mattingly gave him a $100 tip. It could be a couple $100 bills. Gave right to him. So he was like that. He was really, really cool to do, Don Mattingly, man. And it's really nice when you have your favorite players finding out they're really cool dudes. It's nothing like it, man. So, yeah, that home run Justice, man, I'm telling you, being at that game, they nearly tore the stadium down. They really did. And I was at that 2001 game where Scott Brocious hit the home run, tied a game off of Kim in the World Series. They nearly tore the stadium down in that game too. I've never heard the crowd louder than that game and the David Justice home run. Just absolute, just deafening. That was nothing better, and nothing better. My favorite current Yankee, Cole. Love Garrett Cole. Love him. And yeah, he's my favorite. I like a lot of the offensive guys, but Cole's my favorite, man. I've never met Jeter. No, I had a friend who met him. He said it was okay, and but I've never met Jeter. I haven't met Rivera's Memorial. I was not at that game. I would have liked to have been at that game. I had a friend who met Rivera. Said he was a really nice guy, and I used to play baseball, and I went to the Bucky Dent Baseball School, which is a scouting combine. Bucky was really cool, and there was a couple of players there. I'm trying to remember who they were. I want to go to Yankees fantasy camp because you meet a whole bunch of them there. So that's one thing I'd like to go to. It's like a week-long camp, and they're generally all like burning. Some of the old timers are there, and that's pretty cool. I had a friend who did it, and he said it was an experience he'll never forget. So that's something I want to do. And yeah, and they give you a uniform. They give you a bag of gear. They hook you up, so you're like a Yankee for a week. It's pretty stinking cool. Yeah, man. I've been to a lot of Rivera games, a lot of awesome ones. Oh, that's cool, man. Poppy, that's cool, man. That's really, really cool. His son, the baseball player, the one who went to Iona College, and I think he got drafted too, right? And that's cool, man. If you guys, I don't know if you've seen the phone call when Rivera gets the phone. If you go to YouTube and write Mariano Rivera Hall of Fame call, when the guy calls him, tell him he's been inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then he tells him he's the first player to go unanimous. That scene is really cool. You see his family reaction there at home. That's really, really, really cool. And I like watching stuff like that too when they get the phone call. And I've seen a bunch of those. But yeah, I mean, Rivera's the GOAT, man. He is the GOAT. But I'm glad, I hear Garrett Cole was really cool. I had a buddy of mine met Jason Giambi, and they said he was like the coolest guy ever. So that was really cool to hear because I liked him too. And he was a party animal too, and he always took care of the young players. That's one of the things he was known for. Looked out for the young guys, and that's really cool. So I hear Boone is really cool too. So and he looks really cool. I mean, he looks just like an earthy guy. So Judge is a nice guy. I heard Judge is a nice guy too, Peter. I did hear that. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that I've never met Cashman, but he walked right by me in the stadium once. I was coming out of the loge, like the VIP suites or something like that. And he was going into the suites. He's a short guy, but I heard he's really cool too. And it would be kind of cool to meet Cashman. Born in '99, I only knew Rivera. I assumed that every closer was supposed to be automatic, and seeing how, yeah, Chapman's definitely not. It's hard to compare Rivera to anybody. But Chapman, when he's dominant, he's really dominant. It's just, I'll give you. Actually, I found the stat today. So you know how dominant Johnny Loizaga has been. Well, his WAR, wins above replacement. He leads MLB. Okay, check this out. He leads MLB in WAR, right? Or it's called B WAR for relievers, and he is. I'll tell you right now, 2.8 B WAR. Okay, which is really impressive. Mariano Rivera was over 3.4 for 10 seasons. That is uber dominance, and he's got a career ERA just hovering above 2, which is just ridiculous dominance. Rivera's a whole nother level, Yeah, and that's the thing with Chapman. He's either super dominant or he's super lost. There's no consistent. He's horrifically streaky. So he needs to trust his fastball. And he's also profusely sweats even when he gets to the game. So maybe his warm up is too long. He's like he warm up for 45 minutes before he starts. It's like he's almost dead. Like he just ran 20 miles before he gets to the mound. It's crazy. But anyway, we're getting late here. What time are we? 1:45 here on East Time, man. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate you guys. We'll do another live one tomorrow. Hopefully the Yankees will take the series. I'm excited about that. I appreciate all you guys. If you haven't subbed yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's really helpful to the channel. I want to continue growing, and I want to try to get to the point where we have 100+ people on here doing a live chat. So I want to continue rocking and rolling with you guys. So, and if you guys want me to do any specific videos too, put them in the comments. Either here or down, obviously below the video, because I work on a lot of different content. So I'm working on something for tomorrow, and so that'll come out as well. So, but if there's any other things that you want me to talk about, let me know, and I'll put something really cool together for you guys. So, but I appreciate you, sweep. I like the sweep, Robert. That sounds good to me. But I appreciate you guys. So thanks for coming as always. Enjoy your night. Talk to you tomorrow.